Hi, it's Father John Rushofsky again, here with a new exciting episode of The Shepherd's Voice. I'm here in my office, but I'm not alone. We have with us today a very special guest. We have somebody that all of you know pretty well, and this is Father Michael Zavage, who is our senior parochial vicar. Also, he has another job here, another title. He is the Director of Evangelization for the parish. And so we want to talk a little bit about that today, about what evangelization is, especially as it pertains to the Synod, which is coming up. And it kind of occurs to us that some people are not all that sure about what the Synod is, even what the name is. For example, somebody asked me about this, what is this about this Synod? What is this Synod we're having? So we're going to try to clarify a few things for you here today. So Father Michael is with us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Synod and why he's interested in it. He said something interesting at a clergy meeting just a short while ago about how he wasn't sure about it at first, but the more he's heard about it, the more he's learned, the more exciting it has been, and the more he's found that he would like to get involved in. So we're hoping that other people will feel the same way. So tell us about that.
Well, first of all, Father John, thank you. I feel really important with all these really big titles and words that I can't even spell. So evangelization.
Oh, it's a big word.
A synod on synodality. I mean, wow, I had to do some research.
Well, it's a synod on synodality.
Exactly. Pronunciation.
Yes.
But the synod's very interesting. It's the 16th synod since the Second Vatican Council. Pope Francis, I've been looking into this, and he wanted to find out, he wanted to kind of poll everyone, and since we're all the Church of God, he wanted the laity to be very involved. People always complain all the time, all those bishops over in Rome, they're making a bunch of decisions, they never look to us, and I thought that Francis wanted to kind of put an end to that, so he wanted to poll everybody and pick people's brains.
And he told you this, huh, because you're close.
Yeah, well, I call him Frankie, but... We're on a first name basis.
I see that. Yes.
So,
right, okay.
But yeah. So the average person, they're probably thinking, well, what is this? It's another meeting. Not another meeting. Do you know what we call a group of vultures? It's a committee.
A committee. That's right. Okay.
We have enough committees. We have enough meetings.
Enough meetings. Yes, enough meetings.
So this is a little different. He wanted to get a group of people together, a small group of people, to talk about their relationship with Christ and how they've experienced that in the church. So they want you to tell your story, which is kind of interesting. And he wants as many people as possible. And I thought there are a lot of Catholics throughout the world. It's over 1.3 billion in the world. So he wants as many voices to be heard. And he's doing it on a huge worldwide level, a diocesan level, and right here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
That's remarkable, that number, 1.3 billion. That's about 1/7 of the entire population of the whole planet. Yeah. So that is a remarkable thing. So imagine if that were a united voice, what a powerful message that would be. So the idea of evangelization fits into the Synod, yeah. And vice versa. I guess it's all one thing, really.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are asking the question, how's my voice heard? I preach about it all the time. The old school, pray, pay, and obey. And
yes, it's the pastor's theme song. Pray, pay, and obey. Other than that, just shut up and sit down.
Exactly. So, people say, well, is that it? Does somebody really want to hear my voice? And the answer is yes. So they're not collecting data. They're not going to be trying to figure out and solve all the world's problems. That's for another meeting somewhere else. But this is just to hear people's journey with the Lord and their experiences. And so they're presuming that you're praying about this, coming into this meeting. They're going to ask 3 questions of how you've journeyed with the Lord in the church. And maybe for a good experience or a bad experience too. So you've got to be honest. And then they give us 10 topics that talk about the church. You get to pick 2 of them, which is interesting. And then you have time around the small group to about 2 to 3 minutes on each topic to tell everybody in the small group how you feel about that, how you've experienced that, how you've journeyed with it.
I think some people have expressed a little bit of nervousness or anxiety, thinking that they're going to have to get up in an open mic session and reveal things about themselves, but that's not really what this is about, is it?
No, I do that every Sunday in my house.
Yeah, so I hear. Unfortunately, I don't have to listen to your homilies, but you don't have to listen to mine either.
This is true.
But some people are concerned about how, because some people are very nervous about speaking in front of groups of people.
Yeah.
So I think it's a matter of helping people understand that this is not what this is about, and maybe helping them to feel safe when they come to these groups, if that's what they want to do.
Well, and people have asked that particular question. So there's a lot of confidentiality. We have trained facilitators, which are our own parishioners, and note takers. They're not taking down any confidential information. They're also not, this is not going directly back to the diocese or anything. We're not using names. So again, it's all confidential, and we just want to know experiences, and you're only sharing with your small groups. So there'll be a facilitator, a note taker, and then 6 other people around the table. So hopefully it's like Vegas. What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. But yeah, there'll be a confidentiality, and we just want to hear people's experiences and their stories.
So they don't have to stand up and speak to a large gathering of any kind. And well, I'm sure some people will find that comforting. Speaking about one's faith is a very personal thing.
Yeah.
And although those of us who do it professionally, we do it all the time. We stand up in front of groups and talk about faith, and what is coming out from us is based on our own beliefs and so forth. But the people in the pew, as you often refer to Mrs. McGillicuddy sitting in the pew, she might not feel that way. She might not feel as though she wants to speak to others about her faith, about what she believes, or why she believes it. So that is a very personal thing. So it'll be interesting to see how people are able to do this. Like it's a matter of helping them do that.
Yeah. No, and I think we have facilitators that are trained in our parish. We just had the training session on Sunday, so they went through on how to help people, but we're listening, and how to make sure everyone feels heard. And what's nice is John Flaherty, one of our own parishioners, has been able to do these synods sessions elsewhere in the parishes and in the diocese. He said it's been definitely really a phenomenal experience where people do share, open their hearts, and it was a safe space. So he said they've all been very successful. He
and I were speaking about this recently, and he's actually done some work in this for other dioceses as well. And he is amazingly well informed about this, and he's so articulate that he presents it very well too. So we're very fortunate to have him with us and to help us through this. And I think people will find what he does and what he tells us and what he helps us through will be very helpful to them and their understanding of the Synod and of evangelization. We all have a part in this. A lot of people think evangelization is, standing on a street corner on a soapbox, waving a Bible in the air, and that's not what it is at all. I mean, it's really it's what we do. It's how we a lot of what we do in evangelization is done by our actions and how we live, and it's not just who was it? St. Francis who said. Was it St. Francis? Correct me if I'm wrong. Who said,
"Preach the gospel, and if necessary, use words."
If necessary, use words. Yes. So,
We've also I've had some confusion with the Synod too. People were like, "Oh, I can't wait to give my gripe about the church and where it should be." And so I was like, "Wait, time out. This isn't a stand-up mic night either, where you just yell and complain."
Right. It's not a town hall meeting.
Exactly.
Right. So it's not people. It's not about married clergy and women priests and so forth. And so if people come with an agenda like that, I think they're probably going to be disappointed because that's not its purpose.
And if they have a complaint, I always tell them to go to you anyway. So.
Yeah, and they do. they do. Yeah, you keep telling them, I'm going to send them to you next time. Well, okay. Is there anything else we need to cover, or that we, that we need to let tell people about what they should do, the next things that are coming up for them to get involved in?
With that, so I'm thinking. So there are a couple things they can do. First of all, if they have access to the internet, probably if they're watching it now, it's they're on the internet. So a couple things. Go to the website. So go to mountcarmelpgh.org, and what you'll do is right on the main page there's a button for the Synod, or you could type in Synod and it'll pop up. There's a whole page. From that, what you can do is there's a description on it. We've had 3 amazing presentations, and leading up to, and they've given a really great description of what the Synod is, why you should do it. We've had Maureen Crossan speak. We had our own John Flaherty speak last week, and this week we'll have Lois Campbell. So they've done an excellent job.
They're all they're well known as very fine speakers. Actually, Lois Campbell has done some work for us here in our parish, as well as some consulting work. And Maureen Crossan has been around for quite a while. So they're all very good speakers. They're very articulate and very knowledgeable in their field.
So if I haven't done a good job, which is questionable, I know they've done a great job. So watch their video. If you're watching this one, you might want to click on theirs. Afterwards, what you want to do is there's a link down there to register. There are 2 dates, and that's going to be Thursday, March 31st, and then also Thursday, April 7th. So those are the 2 dates. These are when we're actually doing these listening sessions. They're called Consultation Sessions. You sign up online. If you're not able to sign up online, you can just call the parish office. Ask for the secretary and just tell them your name, that you're coming. We'll make sure you get assigned a small group. What you're going to need to do, though, is download the handout, which has the questions on it. So there are the 3 fundamental questions and the 10 core topics. You'll pick 2 of those. But all the handouts are all there to download, and you'll download them and read through the documents. Pretty simple, straightforward. You write your answers in advance, so you're going to come prepared to talk. Because each question, you have about 2 to 3 minutes, and our facilitators will help guide that. But you'll speak openly and candidly about how you feel on that topic, how you're journeying with the Lord. And then at the end of this, we will gather all that information. Again, no names will be given. I'll prepare something for the diocese to be sent off. But again, you have 2 dates to pick from. And also all the information there to prepare for those dates is online.
And I think when you see those questions and topics, I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll say, "Hey, these are really interesting. These are something that I would like to talk about, or think about, or present, or tell people about, or ask people about." Mm-hmm. So.
And we're hoping to use these 10 topics because you're going to pick 2 of them. You're going to be passionate about them. So we want to hear what you have to say about them, and then we're going to take all that data too, without names, and we're going to look at them from a pastoral standpoint, from pastoral council, and how can we implement these here in our parish. And while the Synod will conclude on a diocesan level in April, we don't want that to conclude here. We want to keep running with this because we want to have your input on a lot of different things on how we can become better as a parish, how we can grow in the years to come. So Our Lady of Mount Carmel, this is just maybe step 1 of a bigger process that we could serve the people better and and bring Christ to everybody.
This is something we very much want to do because our parish has grown considerably. I don't mean in size. I mean in its pastoral ministry, and we want to continue to do that. We've done quite a bit in the last 2 or 3 years, and we're very proud of that. But that doesn't mean we can sit back on our laurels and put our feet up on the desk and eat bonbons and watch game shows. I mean, we have a lot of work to do to make this parish the very best it can be. And I think that's a goal for all of us. I think every one of us. And I think we have a good start, but we have a long way to go. We have a lot of work to do yet, and we're ready to do it, aren't we?
Hey, that's why I went from junior to senior parochial vicar.
Yes, and let's keep it that way. No demotions. Did you get a bump in salary for that?
No, not yet.
All right. Well, have we concluded here with our presentation, do you think? Is there anything?
Hopefully everybody listening can better understand the Synod or Synod. And,
yeah, that's right. And if you have questions about it or are curious or just want to know a little more, call any one of us. Call one of us here. Call him first because I have a lot to do that he doesn't have to do. So I sign checks, stuff like that. But really, if you're curious, just let us know, and we'll do our best to respond to your questions. Okay. Well, once again, thanks for listening, and on we merrily go.